SA comma, SA comma, whose a type I am going to give you. Whose a type I am going to give you. So if you follow me, so it is going to give you, what is that now? CSV dot CSV, you need to write it. Comma is given. Dot CSV, you need to take care. Hmm? Double slashes also you need to write it. Double slashes. So need to take double slashes also. So you are going to get it in the form of what? This is called one data. This is another value. Like this, complete values are coming here. What is the type? End array. If you want to get them, SA is containing. If you want to print them, how do you print them separately? How do you print them separately? Come on. మీకు రాదు. మనం ఏం చేస్తాం దానికి? SA. SA. Print of what here? Row. So we are going to get the data like this. Because each one is called one value. Each one is called one value is coming. Each one is called one value. To print them in a systematic manner, చదువుకొని రావాలి, ఊరికి వస్తే కుదరదు అట్లా. For value, that is row is called a tuple. For value in row, for value in row, I will write it backslash t dot format of value, dot format of value, comma, end is equal to some backslash t. I will write it print off like this. I will write it. So you are going to get the data in a structured format. When you come with preparation, then you can understand. Already I said to you how to get the data from the 2D. Two for loops I said. And this is an output is coming. So if you want to reduce the length of it, I need not to tell you this total story for you. So this is the one I am taking up, and you can print the data. It is just printed like this. Are you okay? Right. So this is a way how you can read the data from CSV file. This is the way how you can read the data from CSV file. Any big data is there in the CSV file, I can go for column names, I can mention it. Here D type is equal to something like this. Here see D type. This is the major important wording here. Where is it? Here. This part is the major important. If you want to try like this, you can try, but it is not that much appropriate to attempt with it. Suppose if I don't know, if I don't type this one. So here you are writing B type is equal to what? You are saying object. Object you are saying names is equal to, you are getting something like this. What is coming here? Something like B, something like this is coming. Everywhere else it is going to type something. So if I write it here called what? STR, it is going to come in the form of what? Like this it is coming. It is not going to come in the proper format because it contains different values are available. So if I say it as an object, it is not coming in the appropriate format. Only some B is coming here. Some B letters are going to come. So to avoid that kind of difficulty, one should go for what? This type of approach is most important. So this identification of it, you need to take it. So I think students, did you observe that? What is this now? U10. Did you observe this output? Guido. How many letters? Come on. 10. Guido, 5 letters. 1 space 6. ROSS is containing only for totally 10. If you want to print out all of them, you try to increase that. And here also you try to see. You got it. And try to say something like 15, you say 15. Up to 15 you extend it, and you are going to get all of them. Whatever the 15 is there, maybe everything is satisfied with that. Are you following me? This approach, very important. You'll regularly coming across requirement. Clear up? Fine. Now I'm moving to the further. Online students, is it clear? So keep a special concentration on NUMPY with files. In data science is very important. Coming to the next step. One more type of mechanism. As I already written it, this I have already explained it. Load txt, save txt. Already explained now. Load txt, save txt. This was already explained. But one important point I want to cover in this case, which I said even in the earlier also, I will tell you here. In this case, students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is called what type of array? 2D. My data file is this one. Saved the text with the spaces. Now I'm getting the data back. Printing the original data like this. And what type of data which is having by default? str type. str type. Because I'm going to return the data in where data.txt. This data.txt can be written in which type? Go to Python. Go to Python environment. Run as administrator. Here I am writing A is equal to 123. What is the type of A? A comma type of A. Which type? Int type. A is equal to 234. What is the type of A? str. Now I want to convert into which type? A, if I write it also 234 within the single quotes. Now I want to convert into which type? Now I want to convert into which type? నిద్రపోవడం మంచిది ఆరోగ్యానికి, కానీ క్లాసులో నిద్రపోవడమే డేంజర్. ఇక్కడ ఒక ఆయన ఉన్నాడు, ఈ సాటర్డే తీసుకెళ్తా అక్కడికి. ఎక్కడికి? హుస్సేన్ సాగర్. అక్కడ ఒక ఫెవికల్ కూడా పెట్టొచ్చాను వచ్చేటప్పుడు. ఐ విల్ అటాచ్ దేర్ ఓన్లీ, ఐ విల్ కమ్ బ్యాక్. ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ 1 month onwards, not able to. One day I will send out of the class. Because myself I'm feeling very much inconvenient when people are sleeping in the class. What is the type of A? str. str. How to convert into that? How to convert into integer? తెలియదు. X is equal to int of what? A. int of A. Type casting techniques. ఏం అట్లా చూస్తున్నాం? ఇది ఆల్రెడీ ఓవర్. చిన్నప్పుడు చెప్పాను ఇది. int of A. So print of what here? X comma type of what? X, which is converted as what? Into type. This was already over. You can convert that A into which type also? Float also you can convert. Y is equal to what here? Float of A. I can convert into float also. Y comma type of what? Y, which is called float. I can convert into bool also. Which type? True, because it is a non-zero value. You can convert into complex also. That will be taken as what? 234 plus what? 0j. 234 plus 0j. Are you following? Right. Now, నేను మీ కళ్ళు చూడాలంటేనే భయం. బై టు లుక్ ఎట్ యూ ఐఎమ్ ఫీలింగ్ టెన్షన్, బికాస్ లైక్ దట్. సో ఇక్కడ మోహన్ బాబులు ఉన్నారు, 3-4. వాళ్ళని ఏం చేయాలో నాకు అర్థం అవ్వలేదు ఇప్పుడు కూడా. స్టిల్ ఐఎమ్ గెటింగ్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్. ఇఫ్ యూ కమ్ హియర్ అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ ఎట్ దేర్ ఫేసెస్, నేను ఐఎమ్ కంట్రోలింగ్ బై మై సెల్ఫ్ టు సే వన్ వర్డ్. I am unable to say because you are my students. I don't want to say my students that word. Still I'm saying they are closing the eyes and listening. They're that much lazy. And one girl also sleeping. So girls nene emi ananu asla. Come to the point of it. So Sandeep Kumar, I think they have some serious issues. What issues they have, students? They have only issue is called night time bedsheet keeping like that, watching YouTube 2:30, 1:30 like that. Okay, leave that because they're talking unnecessary things. So load txt. This is happening in the case of what? Come on. It is called what? Float and int I converted. Similarly, when you go for ND array, what it contains? Values in the form of str also it can contain. I want to convert into which type? My own type. For that, there is a date, there is a function name called what, as a type. What is the function name? As type of mention your data type. What you can mention? Int 32 you can mention. You can also mention as what? Int 16 also you can mention. You can also mention it as a what? Float 32 also you can mention. You can also mention as a float 16 also you can mention. You can also mention as what? U also you can mention it. Or you can, if you want, you can mention str also. These type of thing you can use it. Already some type of data is there in the ND array. So I will write that NDRA object name dot NDRA object name dot as a type of this int 32 something like that. You can write even I4 also, I4 F4 also. You can write this shortcut names also here. That is the functionality here called what? As a type. What I mentioned, int. It's not only int, you can mention int 32 also, int 16 also, int 4 also, you can write it. So, come to the point. What data I'm writing? Numeric data I'm writing, written in the form of text file, written it, load txt, data printed, loaded numpy array from text file. In which type I am loading? Object name dot, NDRA object name dot, as a type as which type? Int type. This is also one of the important thing. So this is going to give you the concept of something like this. Let me give you something here. Up to here, I will write it. So here, most important. So here I am going to write it. Writing, writing the NDRA object data to the text file, and reading the text file data, reading the text file data. So that I already said to you. Once again, I am taking create an NDRA and take your file name .txt. If you want, you can take this entire thing. Go to this place. Here I am trying to write. Here I am trying to write. Instead of that, you can write it as a .txt. This is my place of file path. I mentioned it. Then save txt. Next file path, that entire thing. Data array, that is nothing but NDRA object. Delimiter, that I am giving it as some space. Some space I am giving it. Are you following me? Similarly, I want to go for the data will be saved on the file. Then immediately what I am doing? Here I am writing data saved, NDRA data saved in a file. Immediately I want to read. So there only I will read. So here I am writing NDRA object data, object data saved in which file? Text file. I want to read. Read text file back into what? NumPy array. How do you read? NP dot load txt text file path separated by what? Space. Whatever the space is there, same thing you are giving. Already this yesterday class only I said to you. That I am printing it. That I am printing it. Are you following me? Original ND array object, you are printing it. So what is happening here? So this is going to give you some delimiter. Something is coming here. So what is the error here? Text reading control character must be a single Unicode character or none, but got this one. Okay. It is saying that single space. It is saying that. Go to this place and then try to. So again, same single character delimiter you remove. So here I'm going to take up delimiter. Error is coming. Remove the delimiter. Remove the delimiter also. Try to run this. So data returned to the file. Now I want to read. So how it is? Data saved to the file. Already saved or not? This is a message. When I'm getting back also. What is the type? I got it back. Which type it is? Which type? This is the data returned to the file. I got back also. Which type it is? So I'm printing. Here I'm printing data. And I printing the data. And I want to print its D type also. D type. What is that? Data underscore array dot D type. D type. What is the D type? Int 32. Int 32. Int 32 type I am taking it. So I got it. Data written to the file. This is the one. Now I want to convert into which type? Which type I want to convert it? Which type I want to convert it? Float type I want to convert it. Or int type. After getting the data, load the ND array with which type? Int type. This I want to convert into which type? Float type I want to convert it. So go to the place and try to convert it. Here I am going to write it. Loaded array dot as a type of which type I am taking? Float. Float I am taking. This is by default into 32. I checked it out here. So I'm going to write it. Here I'm going to get it. Which type I got it? 1.2.3 point I got it. Which type this is? Float type. Float type I got it. You can check it here. Immediately D type also you can check it. Here I'm writing it. ND array with the float values. Float values I got it with the float values. Right, I got it. This is the data I got it. So still into 32 only coming. Why into 32 is coming? Because I will write it is equal to what I will write it? Loaded underscore what? Array. I'm modifying it. Then you type it. Retype this bracket. Yes. So what is the type? Still loaded array. Here I will write loaded array dot retype. Retype. What is that answer? Float 64. Are you getting me? Here I'm replacing that. Again, I want to convert into which type? Come on, int type. So I'm writing here I, something like I4. I'm writing it. I4. What is the type? I4 is not defined. I will write it here like this. Which type it is? Int 32. Earlier it is which type? Float. Now it is which type? That means even though it was, here I will write it. Print of what? Loaded underscore array. Earlier it was float, now it is integer. I think you are following me. So how to convert int into float, float into int in NumPy? By using which function? Yes. As a type, you can mention this data. Last and final, ma. Last and final. I can say, here I will write it I2. I2, I2. What is I2? Come on, Babu, I2. 2 into 8, 16. I have a small number. Suppose, for example, I have a number called 140. To store 140, I require 8 bits enough, 16 bits enough. I don't want 32 bits. So, why to waste the memory space? Convert what? I4 into which type? I2. F4 is there. Convert into what? F2. So, I can convert from one type to another type. Very, very important function. What is as a type function will do? I2 I mentioned. Int I can mention. If I write into 2 by default, it takes what? Into 32. Here. Already mentioned, mom. Don't take much time. Here. Where is it? Int type. Okay, here. By default, which type it is? Into 32. I was converted into which type? What is the default type? Float 64. Later I converted into what? I4. I4 means which type? Into 32. Later I converted into what? With the smaller values. Why to waste 32 bits? I'm going to take which type? 16 bits. So function name is what? As a type. Very, very important. Got it? Yes. Now I will move to online students. Main focus is on which function? As a type I2. Okay? Right. So this as a type concept will come in where also? In pandas also will come. Come to next situation. I am having one more binary file. This was already explained it. Need not to write again. Data binary file NPY. NPY. Already this binary file NPY. Binary file loaded. Load, save. Already explained yesterday only. Today I will post it. Now I am going to take a JSON file. మార్నింగ్ 7:30 పీపుల్, దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ కాల్డ్ లుకింగ్ లైక్ ఏ గ్రీక్ అండ్ లాటిన్. మీకు ఏది ఇంటూ 32 చెప్పినా గ్రీక్ అండ్ లాటిన్ లాగానే ఉంటుంది, చదువుకుతే కదా ఎప్పుడన్నా. సో JSON ఫైల్, వాట్ ఇస్ ద JSON ఫైల్ కాన్సెప్ట్? In our regular sessions, we used to go to which one? JSON. JSON concept. JSON. This is a JSON concept. Explained JSON concept here. Working with JSON file. This concept will come in files. After exception handling, I used to discuss files. So if you did not understand JSON file, CSV file, nothing is going to be hurry now. I will explain in the class. That time you can revise this, you will understand. But you need to understand here. What is the JSON file concept? Curly brace open, curly brace close. Big data. Curly brace open, curly brace close. It is a key comma value pair. Everything in the string. Everything in the string. What is this now? Title. What is that? Key. Some book name. Value. Author. Like this. Generate something like the type. What is this now? Right, it is a novel type. Under that, this is a key. That key internally contain what? Sub values, a dictionary available again. Publisher, like this. Publication year, ISBN, language, pages. These are called what? This is called key related internal data. Comma for this key. Price. Under that, here you are having type, hardcover, price, like this. This is also one more kind of thing. I'm mentioning this entire data in this way. How I'm mentioning it? In the form of what? One more kind of thing I'm giving. It is called one kind of JSON string. This is another JSON string. This I'm keeping in the form of what? List. That is nothing but for one key. I can supply what? List of values also I can supply. Sir, where we discussed it in our beginning days. List in dict in list. How many combinations? 16 combinations explained. Do you remember? Couple, list, set, dict. Four combinations. 16 combinations are there. One of the combination, what is that? Dict in list. Marvelous. If you open your notes. Next, close the bracket of the beginning. What is this data? JSON file. That JSON file where I used to tell in my classes, working with JSON. Ikkada chudandi. JSON object to JSON data to dict object. JSON data to dict object. So go to the place. This data I am converting into what? ND array. CSV file data, what it into what? ND array. Which function? Gen from txt or load txt. I got it in what? ND array. Which data this is? JSON data. Getting in what? ND array. So path name sample.json. Open the JSON file. In which mode? Read mode. JSON file. JSON dot what? Load. Sir, where is the load function? In our class, I already said. In this case, working with the JSON file. JSON dot loads. Parse the JSON string data into dictionary. Read JSON file data. This is what is our function. JSON dot load function can read the data from JSON file which contains JSON data and placed into dict object. JSON dot load of file pointer. In our case, in our programming also I taught there itself. Here programs. JSON file data to what? Dict object. Here also. When you come to our point here, this is the one. Go to this place. What are you doing? JSON dot load. This is which data? Dict data. That dict data I am converting into what? ND array. Already in the beginning. How many approaches are there to convert into? All traditional Python objects converted into what type? ND array. int, float, bool, complex, list, str, set, dict. When I am converting into ND array whose dimension is 0. Shape is empty because all the dict values are key comma value pair. No index is maintaining. That's why their dimension is 0 and the shape is empty. Now I'm printing the ND array data. Okay, Babu. Are you okay? So, sir, this much big data, sir, not understanding, sir. No problem, sir. Go to what, sir? You go to my normal data, working with this data only. This is my normal data. Take this data only. మీరు చిన్న స్టూడెంట్స్ కాబట్టి go to the small data only. So here, what is that? Come on. What is my file? JSON data. JSON data to which type? Dict type. So JSON data. JSON data. I'm going to take it. JSON data. JSON data. Take the JSON data. This is called JSON data. How I return it? Employee. This is a single quote started, single quotes ending. In the middle of it, ID, name, department. So print చేస్తాను చూడండి. Employee, employee, type of employee. Which type? Type of employee. Which type? STR. STR. But it is not a dictionary. It is a JSON STR. It is an STR type. That data, what I will do? What I will do? I will keep it in where? This data. Where I will save it? JSON file I will save it. How do you save it in JSON file? With open. With open. What is that? My location. My location I will bring it. This is the one. I will bring it. Here I will write it. In this place. Here I will write it. What is this now? NIT10.json. NIT10.json. Comma what? W mode. As what? FP. 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 Okay. Now I need to write that JSON data to the file. In my class, there is a how to write the JSON data. Write which data? JSON data. So which data? Dict data. Before going to write the data, JSON file data, I want to read. In our example, what I am trying to say, I am reading. This is my JSON file data or not? Today I am writing first JSON file I am creating for you. JSON file. JSON file, if I want to create, I have to convert what type to what type? Originally, every JSON file is originally called which data? Dict data. Dict data. ఇంకా కొద్దిగా డీటెయిల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. Try to remove. See that this is like this. Dict emp is equal to here I will write it. Import JSON. Here I will write it. JSON dot loads of employee. What is this now? Print of dict emp, comma, type of dict emp. So see that which is which type? Dict type. Which data to which data converted? Here we converted JSON str data into which data? Dict data. That dict data printed. Are you okay? Okay. This dict data I am taking. Okay, take it. Dict obj is equal to like this. I took it. Dict data. I took it like this. Okay now? What I will do now? This dict data, save it into which file? JSON file. Get it? What is this? Save the dict object data into which file? JSON file. How do you do that? Dict object. With open, my location I will take it. Look at this question. Our location. I will get this spot. Here I am writing Here I'm right. Don't feel complex, ma, because I'm taking lot of efforts to make you to understand this, because this is required for you. NIT 10 dot JSON, comma, what is this? W as what? FP. FP. Now I want to write this JSON data to the file. There I will use the function called a dump. JSON dot dump. JSON dot dump. JSON is a module I need to import. JSON. JSON dot dump of your object dictobj dot fp file pointer, which is pointing to your file in nit10.json created in this folder. Now I am writing dict data saved in which file? JSON file. JSON file. Verify. You can go to verify. So here, dict data saved in JSON file. What is my JSON file? What is my JSON file? You see here, nit10.json file. See the curly brace over there. This is a curly brace is available inside. Excel files are different. TXT files are different. JSON files are different. Over JSON. I will just nit10 dot. Are you seeing this curly brace? That data. Are you following me? Yes. మీరు ఫాలో అయినా లేకపోయినా నేను చెప్పేస్తాను. ఐ విల్ గో ఆన్ టెల్లింగ్ దట్, బికాస్ నేను మీతో పెట్టుకున్నాను అనుకోండి, బికాస్ ఐ విల్ లూజ్ మై కమిట్మెంట్ టువర్డ్స్ ద క్లాస్. నౌ ఐ నీడ్ టు రీడ్ ద డేటా ఫ్రమ్ విచ్ ఫైల్? ఇంటూ వేర్? ND array object. Come on, read which data? JSON file data into ND array object. ND array, come on లేదేం లేదు. ఎందుకంటే మీరు JSON, I'll go to this place. Here I'm going to take up. Here I will take it, comma what? R as what? FP. This is the one I'm going to take R. Harish M. That is the wrong answer. Pickling and unpickling is different. JSON concept is different. If you say what is JSON and this thing, pickling and unpickling, that is a completely blunder. Okay, Harish M. Completely blunder. Already you said pickling, I ignored it. You are continuing your old story only. Okay, that is a wrong. Harish, that is a wrong. You should not tell pickling and unpickling like that. Okay, pickling is a dump and load. That is present into pickle module. That is different. That is a binary file you need to take. Here it is different. If I am not going to say, Harish will continue his own way when you go to interview. Interview will say okay, you will say. And you will feel that you are okay. Finally, they will not call you. Finally, the drawback will come. Let's come. Now I'll use it. JSON dot load of what? FP. My FP is pointing to that record, that data, which is going to return what? JSON data. JSON data is available in the form of what? Dictionary. JSON data. Chudandi. Type of JSON data, which is called, what is this? Incomplete input. What is that? Yes. So here what is happening? Which type? Dict type. I got from file in the form of which type? Dict type. That dict type data converted into which type? Here JSON data is of type class dict. Is of type dict. Convert. Come on, convert. Dict type data into ND array object data by using array of. So here I am writing A is equal to NP dot array of JSON data. JSON data. Print of what? A comma type of A. Type of A. Beautiful. I got it what? ND array data. ND array data. Are you okay? Okay. Answer వచ్చింది ఇక్కడ. If you are not okay, also no problem. Because you have to have capacity to understand. This is which data? NDR data. From where I got it? I converted which data? JSON data. JSON data into dict I converted. That dict data I saved into the file. That data I read from here and I converted into ND array. Okay, fine. I will do the same kind of thing whose dimension is also what? 0. Whose shape is also what? Empty. That I was already shared with you. Here you see a dot endim, a dot endim, print of what? Print of what you know? A dot what? A dot shape. A dot shape. So you are going to get 0 and this one. Beginning days only I said this. Very, very useful content. So they will ask you how to keep your NDRA data into text file, how to keep your NDRA data into CSV file, how to keep your NDRA data into JSON file, how to keep your NDRA data into NPZ file, NPY files, binary files of NumPy. Compulsory question. You take any person who is doing data analytics also, anybody is doing, ask this question out of order. Files ante out. In C language, files. In colleges, what happened? Nothing. Like this, should be careful enough in this subject. So got it. Understood now? Right. Next, there is a concept called NPZ files. NPY, NPZ files. There is a save Z, save Z, load. That also I want to tell you. Because when you go to an interview, everything should be from notes. At least interviewer is asking NPZ file. Long ago, once sir KVR sir said this. I did not read. Immediately I was there in the metro station. You'll smile at least because sir said I did not perform well. It's your mistake. So now I am entering into the further. What is the next? NPZ file. This is known as which concept? Print చేయాలా ఇది ఒకసారి print చేయాలా? I'm taking. This I will take it. This I will take it. Now I will save it. As it is, I'm going to save. Save. Where I'm going to save, mom? 9 a.m. In this place, I'm going to save. What is this now? NIT, NIT 11 dot what? JSON. NIT 11 dot JSON. NIT 10 dot JSON was already there. NIT 11 dot JSON. Within the double quotes, save. Go to the place here. NIT 11. Again, the same thing is there or not? NIT 10 with the curly brace. NIT 11 also will be in the curly brace. Okay. Come to the place. Here, I want to read. Come on, read that. I'm going to use it. Read JSON data. What is my file name? 11.json of this A. See that. We are getting completely this entire thing. Title, entire thing you are getting it. Everything you are getting something like this. What is the type? ND array. You want to print it in a systematic manner for value in what is that? A. Print of what? Value. Just try to print like this. This is going to give you 0D over. You cannot print. 0D you cannot print. Why you cannot print? Because there is single value only available. How can you print that entire data? You cannot print that entire data here. So this part you cannot use it. A of 0, it is going to give you. It is a 0 dimensional and you are trying to print with what? 1D. It is not possible. It means already you said 0 dimension means you cannot write even single for loop also. Are you following me? See that title. Everything I got it. GNERE, all those things I got it. I think you are following me. If you are getting this into what? Dictionary format, JSON data is there. JSON data is which type? Man, dict type. There I can print it. How do I print it? For key comma value in JSON data dot items. Items already dict type I said. Print of what? Backslash t key and then what? Value dot format of key comma value. Value. So I got it. Well, only well. Okay, no problem. Well, so I'm getting perfectly title, author, like this, details, printed. Next is called like this. It is printed price. Printed or not? Yes. This is the way how you can print the data. Understand, ma? Right. Here, JSON is called what? Here, JSON data. JSON data is of type. JSON data is of type. Is of type class dict. Class dict. Dict. So got the data. I hope that you are understanding how to write JSON data into which type? ND array type. ND array contains JSON data, which dimension? Zero dimension. Shape? No shape. No indexing, no slicing can be performed. That's why I printed the JSON data here. Okay, now go to next NPZ files. So NPZ files advantage is what? The NPZ advantage is earlier in text file, CSV file, what we used to do? One ND array object we can write at a time. Here we are going to write more than one ND array for the NPZ files with a name. With a name. Example, I am writing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is called one ND array object. One more object is called what? 100, 010, This is called what? Another matrix. This is called array 1. This is called array 2. Both of them I want to write what? Key comma value pair I want to write. Key with matrix, key with another matrix. Generally we use write key and value pair we use write. Here ND array object itself can be taken as a value on the basis of some key. So that type of files are known as what? NPZ files I am going to take it. So go to the place now. Now I am going to take it. This is the one I am going to take it. There is one more kind of thing is available. NPZ files also available here. Let me go back. Once here, I'll go to this place. Here I'm going to take it. Here I'm going to take it with IO. Here I'm going to take last. Here you go for it. Here I'm taking. Here I'm taking. NPZ file concept is there, students. Saves NPY. So I think it is there in something else. 1 minute. NPZ files. NPZ files. I just want to. NPZ files in NumPy. So NumPy with IO. NPZ files. NumPy with IO. E colon. Actually, with the NPZ files. No. What is that? I look for the file name. Save SAVEZ. SAVZ. NumPy. NumPy with save. So not giving. Somewhere else was saved it, students. Even if it is not there, in further, in another 1 minute, that is simple concept only. There is a save Z is there plus load is there. With that, I am going to tell you. Even in yesterday's class also, I was planned to place it or not, I did not find out. But there was a concept of it. So there we are having NumPy with IO nodes. Here there is IO. So time is also getting over. As type is shown, this datas.csv also set. Here there is delimiter. Okay. This is okay. This part also. It's not there. Actually, it is supposed to be. Okay, not an issue. I'll be stopping here. What is the next one I need to tell you? NPZ. Actually, you don't know. Myself only raised at that point. After JSON file is over, I can say over. But this also important. What I come across in the industry. This I will tell you during my pandas class. Tomorrow I'll start the pandas. In pandas time when I'm explaining, this NPZ documentation is there that I will explain in the class. So tomorrow I'll start with what? Pandas. Because time is also almost up. And NPZ file concept, I'll tell you in the further class. When I find some time, I will explain this. So pandas, to understand more beautifully, learn NumPy, refresh once and then come to the class. Okay now? So tomorrow what is the topic? Pandas. So NPZ file concept I will explain. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Carry on. Online students, you hold on and I will go for NPZ files in further classes. Tomorrow I will start with Pandas class. Thank you. Take care. Any more doubts? If you have, you can ask. And some of the students are asking Django notes, mom. Django notes, some of them are asking. My advice is whichever faculty teaching the course of whatever they are teaching, better to get from them only. Because if I give my Django notes, it is mismatching with their explanation. So better you get the Django notes, detailed notes from them only. It is my advice. Yes, ma'am. So, Vamsi, Shiva, I will send this NumPy zip file to you. Don't worry about it. I'm ready to send. After the course is over, I will send you that. So, Yamuna, you are you are my faculty, sir. Correct. Faculty means I am the faculty for NumPy and Pandas I taught to you. Django course I did not taught, no? That's why. Anil, sir, how much time to complete the course? Friend is waiting to join NumPy class. So NumPy class is over today. Tomorrow I will start Pandas. Tomorrow I'll start Pandas. Okay. So don't miss the classes. Any more doubts you have, you can raise your hands. If no more doubts are there, I will log out and I will try to send it. Practice all my examples. Practice all my examples and do well.